And I said, "Hey, what a wonderful time today." And dance with each other. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Swaze, and today we are back with another video. Thank you for watching. So, if you already read the topic of today's so if you already read the title of today's video, then you already know what we're talking about. You know what I mean? Today we're going to be having a kind and common discussion about why no one talks about how lonely it can be actually getting older. Like, bro, for whatever reason, it feels like just literally gaining time kind of makes things seem as if we're lonely or we're actually literally getting older just simply because we're gaining time. And I think that that's like kind of a weird thing that I've never really heard anybody mention before. Like, you hear people mention, like, oh, okay, you're not going to be friends with your high school friends forever, or you're not going to be, you know what I'm saying? But you never really get like in depth talks about how it can be sometimes, you know what I mean? So, for me personally, I'm not necessarily lonely, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not lonely at all, really. Actually, I'm very blessed and very fortunate not to actually be lonely, you know what I mean? But I have felt like I've had not too many people to relate to, you know what I mean? Like, in this time frame, in this day, in this age, you know what I'm saying? With what is all going on, even the type of person that I am, like, I haven't always really felt related to, you know what I mean? Especially as I've gotten older, from the ages like 22 to probably now I'm 25. And yeah, I feel that way. Crazily enough, I actually am not really friends with a lot of the people that I was friends with in high school, which is not bad to me. You know what I'm saying? Actually, I feel like I was the one who kind of initiated that change in my life because I kind of just felt like it wasn't serving me in certain areas. I felt like I may have not been appreciated in certain areas, and just little things like that around those natures. And as you get older, I think you kind of like you really kind of start looking at like how people treat you and like how things kind of go, you know what I'm saying? And you're able to make decisions, discernments, and all of those things kind of based off of those things. And I don't think that is bad at all. I actually would encourage more people to stop and evaluate, you know what I'm saying, their friend groups. Not that anybody in a sense could be bad for you unless you let them, but and not that my friends were bad for me because they weren't. I don't feel that way. I just felt like going away. You feel me? But yeah, you know what I'm saying? So I have my reasons for those kinds of things. But I've also had like real long-term friendships that I feel like have also kind of ended, and like that's weird. You know what I'm saying? Not weird in the sense of, oh shit, that's weird, but it's more like, wow, like my life is actually different now. Like, it's a whole new set of characters, it's a whole new set of players, and even sometimes I am spending a lot more time alone, but honestly, I think that's just adulting, you know what I mean? I I think that's just adulting, and I definitely think that as we're getting older, we have a lot more going on personally. Like, you have a lot going on, your homeboy probably has a lot going on, your homegirl probably has a lot going on, that hoe you used to fuck probably had a lot going on. Like, everybody has a lot going on. You know what I mean? So it's not just cut and dry. You know what I'm saying? Like, and no one and we are actually trying to get, like, I also feel like that for the people who are out there gaining or having control or trying to get control of their lives, this is probably a very busy time for you. Just a very busy time for you. And not only that, you get to ages where, like, you have people who have parents and grandparents and things who may be going through things and things like that. So you kind of just have to be patient with a lot of people, and also just take into consideration that you are actually, like, literally, you are the only person who can solve your problems. You know what I mean? You, me, we. We are the only person who can solve our problems, even if we need help. It is still up to you to go out there and ask for that help and go get that help and all of those things. You know what I'm saying? But when it comes to like your friends and things of that nature, you may go time periods where you do not hear from them because they're working on their life. They're trying to figure shit out. Their brain is loud. I have had times where my brain knocking. I mean knocking, like actually loud. Like I actually have shit going on up here. You know what I mean? So it's like as much as I want to party and drink on this fine Thursday, brother, nah, brother, nah. And it just kind of is like that. It just kind of be like that. You know what I'm saying? But try not to fault people too much and try to kind of like get to know people. You know what I'm saying? Even though you may already know those people, I mean, like get to know them in the current. Like, hey, bro, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? What you got going on? Or just try to tap into those kinds of things when you can. Now, if you need to be there for yourself in a current moment in time, you ever feel as though you're slipping and you need to be there for yourself, do not ever feel bad because you're not being there for other people. I think that that's one of those things when it comes to like people pleasing, if you've seen that video. But like I said, um, 9 times out of 10, you're not going to call your homeboy and be like, yo, bro, solve my adult issues for me, please. And they actually do it. You know what I'm saying? And not don't get it twisted. There are people who can help you. There are people who can help you. There are people who can help you. And it's up to you to go and figure that out, decide that, and you know what I'm saying? Take care of those people who help you. Take care of the people you love, period. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you can't always be there. You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's okay. And I think the quicker that you get into the mind frame of, okay, let me get my shit together, let me get my shit together so that I am able to be here for myself. I'm able to be here for my homeboys. I'm able to be here, period, just in general. Oh, then I think it kind of just becomes a little bit quicker. You're able to kind of bounce back quicker. You know what I'm saying? And that's kind of important. You know what I mean? You don't want to be off for too long. You don't want to be off the field for years. You don't want to go out of the way for 10 years. You're not going to have any fucking friends. Nobody's going to remember you. Not that people won't remember you because they will. But if you didn't talk to me for 10 years, I'm just going to assume that we're done. Not 2 years, not three, bitch. 10. We're so not friends anymore. And not that it isn't all love. And I think that that's also another thing. Like adulting, you got to know that your people love you. You know what I'm saying? You have to know that your folks love you. If you have folks and they love you, you have to know that they love you, even in the midst of adulting, even in the midst of people having to do what they need to do for them. You know what I mean? And I know sometimes it really sucks. It really fucking sucks, but the reality of the situation is that the quicker you and your homeboy get your shit together, the quicker y'all can actually go be okay. You know what I'm saying? And not just a little bit okay, big okay. I'm one of those people who are very big on big okay, not little okay. I cannot do nothing with little okay. I need big okays across the board. Know what I mean? Like we gotta be super strict, super duper, super duper. So that kind of thing. And yeah, um, hell, I had a best friend. I have a best friend, and I've been best friends with her since first grade. We do not talk all the time. That bitch she does not know what I'm going through 25 8. She doesn't know. She doesn't know hell. And then when we do talk, I probably won't even tell her the shit that went on that blew my shit 2 months ago. I'll be talking about what's currently going on. You know what I'm saying? If I'm happy. You know what I'm saying? I'm 9 times out of 10 on me. I'm happy. But like just things like that. You're not really having to go back to that stuff if that's not where you are. So give yourself some grace. Give your homies some grace. You know what I'm saying? And you never know who you're going to meet. Take the time to explore the world. Take the time to explore your options. Take the time to explore so that you can get some new characters, people out there for you to actually explore. The world is so big. The world is so big. I feel like sometimes we outgrow these places and spaces and things of that nature, but we don't actually leave them. Leave. Take the time to leave. Take the time to leave, even if it's just your mindset that you used to have. Sometimes maybe you do need to go make some new friends. Sometimes maybe you do need to go just chill by yourself for a good 3 months. You know what I'm saying? I am actually taking some time off of dating. I was dating. I was dating, like dating. And I mean like dating, like bro, sometimes it hits me that like sometimes it feels weird, like I don't know how to not have a girlfriend or some shit. And I'm not gonna say it to that extent, but you guys, this I'm gonna give it this time that I have spent. You know what I'm saying? It has been really trying. It's been really eye opening. It's been really amazing because I haven't really been talking to a bunch of friends, or I haven't really been trying to outwardly solve all my problems, or I've done a few things different, but I haven't really been trying to like I haven't been trying to outwardly solve all of my problems that way. You know what I'm saying? It's not really that kind of thing. Like I've been pretty okay with sitting with myself, going to God, you know what I mean? Like really kind of taking it there. You know what I'm saying? Being there for myself, you know what I mean? That's a real thing. That's a real thing. And like yeah, I noticed that I'm kind of picky. I don't really want everything. I don't really, you know what I'm saying? I am a quality kind of person. I like good quality things, good quality people, good quality, and sometimes you have to be willing to wait a little bit for what you want, you know what I'm saying? Like, and that's okay. Sometimes you need to take the time to figure out what you want, and that's okay. You know what I mean? I think that when you do things like that, you give yourself like so many gold coins just for like getting to know yourself. And I think the more you get to know yourself, I feel like other people feel it. You know what I mean? Like the people who are close to you feel it because once you like get to know yourself, you're doing you all the time. And like I feel like people feel that. You know what I'm saying? I feel like people feel it. So just get into the habit of doing you all the time. And yeah. But if you felt lonely, you're not alone, bruh. You're not alone. I definitely have felt that way. But I'm here to tell you that I'm here for you. You know what I mean? Drop in the comments, you feel me? If you're around, if you felt related to, if you feel as though you feel all right as well, like you've kind of gotten over it as well, or if you feel as though you're still going through it, you can also put that in the comments. You know what I'm saying? I do reply to my comments, and I definitely would love for you guys to reply to each other. But I'm here for you guys. You know what I'm saying? Even if you want to take some time and rewatch this video, or if you want to watch some of my other videos, that I'm here giving you emotional support that you can give to yourself. That's my biggest thing. We should be able to emotionally support ourselves. So, just with that being said, I know that it does get lonely, but you're never alone. You know what I mean? Even if it's just you, the birds, the bees, and the trees, you're never alone. So don't ever forget that. And growth may feel away, you know what I'm saying? But give yourself something worth looking forward to. It may feel lonely. Give yourself something worth looking forward to. Give yourself something worth looking forward to. Give yourself something worth looking forward to. Um, and I'm gonna go ahead and end this video off. That was probably pretty quick, but I just wanted to get that out there. I did record a few videos today, so this is gonna be one of those videos. I'm actually gonna be ample getting these joints out because I'm inspired. I'm in that mode. I feel like creating. I have a lot to say. I know I be chit chatting, but I have a lot to say. You know, it's your girl. But don't Kiki, don't see me. But yeah. So I have a book with topics that I am going to cover, that I want to cover. So yeah, I just wanted to get this out there for you guys. Make sure you take your time with yourself and take your time with your journey. You know what I mean? We are getting older. Um, you're not tripping. It may feel away, but I promise you, give yourself things to look forward to, and it will not always feel away. Or at least not a weird way. It might just feel good. You know what I mean? Get excited about having new people in your life. Make that a thing. Make new people in your life a thing. You know what I mean? Um, and that's really all I have to say. But I hope that if you could relate to this video, that it helped you in some way. And yeah, I really don't think that there's any other way to make this type of situation better except for knowing that you can be there for yourself and knowing that your future is bright and knowing that there's more. You know what I mean? And getting excited about new people, new eras, new versions of yourself. You know what I'm saying? And really just that kind of thing. Um, yeah, it does hit me sometimes. You know what I mean? Like, shit, I'll be sitting there and I'll be like, damn, that phone ain't ring. That phone ain't ring. But it's like at the same time, that phone don't need to ring all the time. It don't. But yeah, make sure you're loving yourself double this year. Make sure you're loving yourself double this year. And like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, just keep checking me out. Thank you so much for tuning in and have a great rest of your day.